Found out that around 7 or more parents that attended the football game with Jake and Rebecca's eldest son say that they do not remember the baby ever being there that day. It has now also been released that the mother, Rebecca Haro, did have the black eye on August 3rd already. There is video surveillance of her attending an appointment where this is visible. We've also found out that about 5 detectives were leaving Jake and Rebecca's home this evening. It is still unclear what the purpose of their visit there was. Now, I do also want to say that the information that was shared earlier by Justin Jensen from the YouTube channel called Clutch Them Pearls, where the parents allegedly went into the Big Five store to ask about surveillance cameras a day or so prior to Emmanuel going missing, that is currently just rumor. It has not been proved as fact.
Okay, so I literally said this. Hold on. So I posted this August 16th. When I posted this, I literally had just found out about this case. I saw this interview and I dissected it spiritually and physically, right? And I said that them going, right, to the, or saying they went to this place for their kid was a diversion. I said that by the time they actually left the house, that baby was already deceased. So yeah, if you want to watch that channeling session, please do. It's only 13 minutes, but I tapped in. I did. Hold on, I'll try to find the part where I say it. Come in the opposite direction, like wherever the community set up for a search party. But I feel like they took them in the opposite direction. Like, wherever the search party is, I feel like it's the opposite direction. All right. That's the first part I found where I say, you know, he wasn't there. I'm going to tell you what I feel like. I feel like the father, him, right, was abusive, is abusive, especially to her. Hi, Kat. One moment, please. I'm sorry. I feel like she's been his target for a long time. Look at those eyes. That's a dead stare. I know that stare. I know that stare very well. That's a dead stare. That's something where she's replaying action after action after action after action behind her eyes. When her eyes are closed, she sees her past trauma. When her eyes are open, she still sees her past trauma. And in this look right here, it says, I'm reliving everything that actually happened. And this wasn't just one day. That's the heaviness I see in her eyes. This wasn't just one day. This has been going on for a while, and this was just the last straw of it. So, I believe whatever happened at home. It happened at home. They got into a fight. Baby probably got it, the back end of it. And I believe he and she, because of how deep her eyes are, know exactly where the baby was taken. I also believe that they were possibly never even at a parking lot, right? But if they were, I believe that it was after the fact they already got rid of the baby. Which, all right, so I paused the video, and now I'm speaking to you right now. Hold on. It's Monday, August 18th at this point, and it just came out that people that were actually at this game don't remember seeing the baby. It came out that there is video evidence from August 3rd that she already had this black eye. So I suggest watching this whole thing because I really dive deep into what I see, feel from everything from them. It is only a 13-minute video, but I got hit after hit after hit. And I was like, no, I see too much. I have to record this for you guys. This is sad. I don't feel like they're actually going to find the baby. Yeah, they're digging their backyard, but I have a feeling they took him elsewhere. I do. Maybe they placed him somewhere in the home for a little while, but I just have a feeling that by the time they set up this grand scheme of him being kidnapped, they already disposed of him somewhere. I don't know if you guys want to do a spirit box session just to ask my spirit guides possibly where he is. I don't know if I'll get answers. I never do. But we can ask. And I still want to do a channeling session for Amy Bradley still. Just to see if, if it's possible that she could be found, and brought home, even if she don't want to be, just so that the parents, can have some type of closure. I don't know. Tell me your thoughts in the comments section. I'll just let this rest of this play. That's what I pick up from this right here. Right here. That's what I feel. I don't know if this is if this is like, because it's just a clip. This is the first clip I saw, and it was just like, wait, I gotta zoom in on their faces, Yeah. So I did. And this is what I see. Yeah. So again, check it out. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. Yeah, I love you, babes. Be safe. I just realized that I never looked at the comments of this. So let's go through this. I just took a screenshot of his missing poster to show it to you if you could channel him. Okay. Oops. All right. She knew what happened to that baby. He gave her the black eye. Exactly. That's exactly what I feel. I personally think you were spot on. Again, I have lived in a DV relationship. Me too. And I know her dead eye stare too well. Exactly. Not one tear was shed. I noticed that too. Apparently the dad has prior child abuse charges that include brain damage. Are you freaking kidding me? I think the parents are definitely have something to do with this. Oh my God. Candace, would you please check in with the 3 little girls who were murdered by their dad months ago? Oh, I don't know that case. The Travis Decker case? Oh my God. That sounds heartbreaking. He put that black eye on her. Him and her was fighting and something happened to the baby. Yep. In my opinion, these two give me Trezell and Jack. Exactly. Oren and Orson. 100%. I think he did a shaken baby. Oh my God. One too many times. Oh my God. Candace, you called it. I seen their interviews. They are horrible actors. Oh my gosh. She said she was changing the baby diaper in the car, and someone came up behind her and said, "Hola," and then knocked her out and saw white. She came to and the baby was gone. She have all this detail about why she was there and how she heard "Hola" and seen white. In my opinion, she wanted to hammer home the fact that she was really knocked out and had no clue. Lies. She is a victim of abuse by him. Yeah, but she also stayed, which endangered the children, so she's just as bad. I can't understand how the doing all this dry crying. Hello. Precious little Emmanuel rests now. Oh. No cameras are on the outside of the store. Strange that they don't have cameras in a bad area of town. Baby was probably upset and the big guy couldn't handle it and snapped. Yep, that's what usually happens. Thank you, Candace. Excellent forensic analyst of body language. Wouldn't there have been witnessed if this happened in a parking lot? They failed to get their story straight before going to the media. Yeah, because, I saw another one and I didn't post about it, but I saw where she said she fell to the floor instead of saying the ground. And instead of saying I put him in the back seat of the car to change him, she said I put him in the chair. Sounds like they were at home. And I saw that after I posted this. Case, this is so weird. It's not weird. It's just lies, you know. That damn man was charged with child abuse a few years ago. Oh my God. I think I said that too. Not like, oh, he was charged with child abuse, but I just said that, you know, he's abusive. You can see it. It's written all over his face. When I first heard this story, I knew it was suspicious. I saw a crime show years ago where a mother was changing her baby's diaper in the parking lot, and they were abducted. She looks terrified, in my opinion. He did something. Looks like he hit her in the eye. Yep. Still no tears. Can't tell you are on it as always. She's high out her mind. Yeah, I picked up like she was on like, it looked like pills to me. Now, I don't do pills. I've never done pills, but that's what I picked up on her. I only saw one picture of the baby, and it looks like something's wrong with the child. Yeah, I noticed that too. Like it almost looked like there was a cut over his eyebrow. It could have just been the picture, but I saw that too. I agree. She's very controlled and has been hit. I think they buried him. Me too. I do. She keeps saying no with her head. I also saw one after I posted this. Everybody's just speaking of the baby in past tense, and I was just like, what the heck is happening here? Oh my God. I feel like he beat her while she was holding him. That's actually happened to me with my first daughter. Her uncle, I was walking down the stairs with my baby. She was just a couple months old, and he started banging his fist into the back of my head as I was walking down the steps, and I fell, but I protected the baby with all my might. She says, I wish you would do this with Summer Wells. I have an entire series on Summer playlist. I called everything. I called out the SA all over what's his name? Don's face. And then it came out like a month or two later that Don was SAing his own sister. Hello. I called it all. You could watch it. The dad has a history of battery on children. How disgusting. My sister says that's a bad area of town, and she tries to avoid that area. So glad you're covering this case. Oh my God, your daughter was kidnapped? Yes, my oldest daughter was, from the same family that I just spoke about, hitting me in the back of my head with the baby. Yeah, she was. That was a terrifying time of my life. One of the many, but yeah, she's okay now. Don't bring me flashbacks. Hold on. Wow. All right. So yeah. That just I wasn't. Yeah. Yeah. Too early. Not ready. Love you, babes.